scratched her behind the ear and she went back to sleep.
Oh. All right. We're back in Castle Balos. I can pronounce things.
Sure you can.
You guys are sitting in the meeting hall, the grand hall, and you see Eamon open a door and come in. Do you burst through, or do you just kind of like gingerly open it?
I open it like a normal human being.
Burst through.
What's that?
I open it like a normal human being.
Okay, so you just gingerly open it.
We are not normal.
Oh.
I'm acting.
I guess nobody once told me the world was gonna roll me.
You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Moving on.
Okay, all right, let's move on.
She is the bard. She's playing in the background.
Eamon, you roll up. Everybody sees Eamon roll up. Where are you guys like located? Let's go back to the shitty drawings, boys.
Woo!
High quality stuff.
Beto, beto, beto.
I may have lost the shitty drawings. Nope, I have shitty drawings.
Yay!
We're going classic, boys.
Yeah,
Good bag DM is good at bag DMing.
Wow.
That took a second to like process.
Is that why Eamon hit Ire earlier?
Yes. Okay, these are old tokens too. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, this is called classic.
This is full classic. All right, so we're here. You guys can place yourselves. No one is up there. Fuck these numbers. There's no numbers up here. There's no one here. What the fuck?
Eamon takes his usual spot right there in the middle.
Okay. Valk, place yourself in the room. Well, I mean, against the door. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. After a while, you hear a door way in the back over here, like far away, creak open and close. Valk, Odir, Ire, you peer over past the throne and you just see the door open and close. You don't really see anybody there.
Can I roll perception to see?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Man.
Nope. You eventually see Corion.
Look, there's a turtle on the ceiling.
You look up and you're trying to figure out what happened to you. Why did I get stabbed? Why am I still alive? It was in the heart. Contemplating existentialism.
What is life? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
And then you see Isambold hop in his chair and he's just standing fully like as fully tall as he can be in his chair, since he's short. And he kind of looks at you guys and says, so what do you have to report?
Wow.
As of the camp and with the assault, 4 bandits escaped. The others are dead. We have 2 captured. We came back with their leader this time.
You went off early, didn't you? Oh, that's fine. The leader, where is he?
He's missing a leg in the care of some...
Olivia.
Bayo took him.
Olivia's going to wake him up.
I'm surprised I beat him here then. If he was with you, he should have walked down with you. Did you see where he went, Damon?
Did I see where he went?
Nope.
Do I get to roll, or is that just a no?
No, he just kind of like told you to go to the hall, and he walked off.
He went off on his own.
What you do remember though is that he went towards that remember that office that the 4 of them were sitting in when you first left? There.
All right. He was going back to that office from the other day.
And
I think anyway.
Isambold kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, interesting. Maybe you needed to pick up something." At that moment, the store opens, and Bio's there. He pops out. And he has a couple scrolls in his hands, and he places them on the table. And he says, "Sorry, I still need to work on some paperwork before the night is through. I'm gonna work and listen at the same time." And Isenbold kind of like face palms a little bit and is like, "God, what a workaholic," under his breath.
Hmm.
And Isenbold turns back to you. So, what happened? What did the bandits want?
The bandits were planning an attack on the city with the help of another individual who, through magical means, slipped away.
Magical means. He kind of like looks hard at the table in front of him in a thinking pose.
What I gathered was I don't know much about magic, but when we struck him, it felt as though he wasn't really there.
Maybe some sort of evocation of an avatar.
On top of that, his name was Bacchus.
Bacchus Cade.
Isenbold turns to Bio, and Bio just shakes his head and shrugs, and Isenbold says, "No, we haven't heard of anyone of that name."
The bandit leader said they were acting on Bacchus's request. Bacchus, for some reason, wanted the city gone.
He kind of like scoffs at that. He says, "So, someone's planning to take down Solposte." He kind of like gives a hard look to Bio, and Bio is kind of like, I'm working, I'm not listening right now."
Where is Suzanne and the other?
Susanna is probably at the orphanage. Getting away from the kids must be tough, but Strum must be on his way at this point. He likes to wander at night, and the guards sometimes have trouble finding him.
Well, shall we wait to hold the rest of the report until they arrive?
Let's wait till at least one more of them get here.
Very well.
And not even like 5 minutes later, Strom bursts the door over here open and gives a hearty laugh and says, "Ah, so you cleared the cave, huh?"
Yep.
Yep, it was a good time.
One time.
And he strokes his mustache and walks up to Eamon and gives him a hearty pat on the back. "I want you to do a strength save."
All right. Da, da, da. Wow.
Yes!
Wow.
That's
Wow,
fucked up, game.
you feel a smack, and
Advantage because I knew it was coming?
no, not at all. You didn't know that was coming.
Wait, don't I have...
That is 3 nat 1s in a row, by the way.
Oh yeah, technically. You fall forward and land on your face, arms forward, splayed out, and he kind of laughs at you and says, "Didn't see that one coming, huh?"
It's been a long day.
What was that?
Eamon just gets up. Nothing. Long day, like you said.
I'm sorry, lad. I thought you would. He kind of like awkwardly walks away at that point. He doesn't finish his thought. And
It's
then
all right, Strom.
and he walks up to his chair and sits right next to Isenbold. And Isenbold pipes up, "They were just about to report to us fully what was going on in that cave." And Strom says, "Aye, that's fine."
For sake of brevity, can we say we just repeat all of what we told them to him?
Yeah. Fast forward through that. Strom throughout it is twirling his mustache. Isenbold stroking his little goatee. Bio's riding away, but like every once in a while you see him stop, look at what you're like, pay attention to you guys, and then continue his work. And Bio pipes up and says, "So this town is in more danger than we even thought."
Depending on the strength of this Bacchus. Eamon, do you know anything else about him? Now would be the time to speak.
This is a man who people flock to.
Hmm.
He's not a man who can be bargained with. He's not a man who will show mercy.
Hmm.
If he comes against this town, he will not leave before it is gone.
Do you know of a way to find him so that we may remove him?
I've been looking for him for almost 10 years, so no.
That's a long time, lad.
Aye.
Do you know anything else of him? His fighting style, the weapons he uses?
He's really good with a blade. Just about any variety.
And clearly
As-
magic.
That I did not know about. Good to
A lot of
know.
things can happen in 10 years.
Apparently so. If he's made a deal with this group, he's probably made deals with others. I would keep your scouts out on patrol for anything about men moving around.
Okay, he kind of like looks at you and says, "All right, we already, since you guys have taken down one of the main threats that was assailing our town, there's really no point in keeping the lockdown active. I don't believe that anyone else will try to sneak in. I don't," he kind of chuckles and says, "I don't believe beasts will try to sneak in."
Not the
They're
dumb
gonna
ones.
try to attack the walls rather than try to attack us personally.
I'm a roll to see if I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I don't think of it.
You don't think of it?
I don't think of it.
Got it.
How would Solposte being destroyed affect the region?
The region, I'm not sure. I can say for sure that we are the last bulwark against the wildlands. If we fall, there will just be nothing out here. It will just be fully beast, and there will be much less space to live in. And I can tell you that Pure Valley will not stand long against the spread of the wildlands. You all know that Pure Valley is a city to the north. It's the southernmost city of Taurine. Without us, there's not much chance that they'll survive.
Think of it like this. Soulpost acts as a shield. If it falls, you no longer have that, and you're open to attack.
Isimbold is nodding in agreement. Now that being said, what is your party's next course of action? What do you think? What are you thinking of doing?
That depends. What other threats face the city at the moment?
Well, the current ones we know of are beasts and aberrations.
Sounds like
And
fun.
he kind of like looks down and looks up and looks to Bo, and Bo nods and like, go ahead. And Isimbold says, "Well, we didn't want to mention it until later, but we've had this goblin problem. They're not as active as the bandits were, but they are definitely a problem for Solposte.
Are they killing anyone or harming them?
Not killing, more stealing
What are they stealing?
people,
Go
kidnapping.
on.
Kidnapping.
It is the weirdest thing I've seen. They take people in the night. They've stolen people without breaking into the town either. They have some crafty ways of getting through the walls, especially with the patchwork.
They will not get away with that.
It's been about, let's say, 2 weeks since their last attack, but
The people they've taken. Do they have any imports? What were their professions?
and they kind of like turn and look at each other. And Strum says, "Not no. They were common folk. They weren't anything special. One of them was a carpenter, but They weren't looking for craftsmen.
Slaves, I'm assuming then.
Most likely.
Do you have any
Slaves.
idea of where they might be?
We haven't been able to scout ever since the lockdown, but we believe that they might be somewhere to the southwest.
Can I ask what that information is based on?
Well, we've seen their their parties congregate around that area before the lockdown, and we figure that they're still moving down there. We haven't seen any movement recently, but I mean, there's no other place they've been.
I see. We'll look into it.
Aye, thank you.
And the beasts, those are normal in this area, but apparitions.
The aberrations, we're not sure where they come from. Isambol pipes up.
What kinds are they?
We kind of look at each other and look at you and say, "Oh, it's nothing good, lad." We believe we haven't seen many face to face, but they will people will be taken from the walls, and there will be stories of monsters, of things unsightly that take our guards without discrimination. We don't know where
Sounds like
they
fun.
originate from, but it's going to be an ugly fight if you get involved with them. I'd say be careful and be prepared.
What worries me is that the goblins can get in to steal people.
Mm-hmm.
They can bring other things in.
Aye, that is a problem, but
Bacchus will take advantage of this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's behind them too, just like the bandits.
they kind of like
He's not a man to just go for one option.
What would I roll to see if I could guess like how the goblins are getting into the town?
roll intelligence. Ooh, okay. So from your knowledge of goblins, you know that they're a crafty bunch. The easiest way for just a small party of goblins to get over a wall is grappling hooks. And they have you've heard of ways that the goblins like rig things together to make things throw farther. Like say a crossbow with a grappling hook at the end of it.
The goblins getting in, I don't think they have the magical capacity to do so. It's likely they use some rudimentary form of technology.
Isambol strokes his goatee, and says, "But what the lad says is true. If they're able to get over our walls and take our people, then they're able to get into our walls and open the gates. They can allow people to get in, and we cannot allow that."
And with the apparitions taking your guards, doubling your watch is also a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Have they been taken merely off the walls or from inside the towers as well?
We've heard of a couple stories of people being taken from the towers, but unconfirmed, unfortunately.
Unconfirmed. How
Like,
many of your guard have gone missing?
well, the issue being that we usually send them in pairs, and if the pairs aren't close enough to each other, then we can't get a confirmation.
Out of character, I'm asking like specifically like the number of guards gone missing.
Like total?
Like total, yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and says, it mayhap be over 50 now.
50.
50.
Jesus.
How strong is your total force?
Well, the militia's about 150. The Isambol turns to Strum 160, 175 strong.
God damn.
Give or take a couple of lesser or barely able-bodied militiamen.
Do you have any form of magic that could keep track of your guard?
Unfortunately, no. As you may well know, magic's rare these days. It's surprising to see a warlock, or no warlocks. Yeah, no, it is a warlock. A warlock in your employ.
That it is. I myself have had very few encounters, though.
I take slight offense from that.
Why? Because they didn't consider you a magic user?
Probably.
Yes.
Because bards
Not
use
sure how to answer that one.
different magic, that's why. It's not quite as
I
arcane.
slowly moved.
Are most of the kidnappings occurring at the night?
Yes, of course. It's when they can sneak past everyone.
Your guards, for the time being, have them travel in groups of 3. That would be safer than 2, because even with 2, they seem to be disappearing. Keep the...
Strum kind of like crosses his arms and cocks his head from one side to the other, considering that, and he says, "Well, it'd be easier if I had the manpower, but I don't want to overwork these people that are barely able to work. I'll take it into consideration, but it's going to be tough on them." Do you say anything back?
Yes, it will be tough on them, but a few strenuous hours is better than more lives lost.
No, I agree.
We'll get your people back.
He kind of they all like eyes widen and look at you, and you've been quiet most of this time, and they're like,
Oh dear. Don't make promises we can't keep.
I think that was
If we
Valkorion.
I was about.
it was
That
Valkorion?
me, bud. Don't worry.
Valkorion. We will get back what we can. I cannot promise to bring the dead back.
And I can't promise that none of them will stay alive. So those goblins.
If the goblins are kidnapping them, depending on their conditions that they kept the slaves in, I may or may not kill them. If they're under Bacchus's rule, they could be being manipulated.
Target practice.
They all look
just
at you
yells.
kind of awkwardly, and at that moment, you see Suzanne burst in. She pushes both the doors open and says, "Hey, how'd it go?"
It went great.
I'm going to point to the wound on my chest.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna pull out the giant's toe.
Perfect timing. She kind of like looks
And I
at
will
it.
shrug.
She kind of looks at it and says, "Ah, you got your first battle scar. I hope it keeps."
Far from my,
And it's gonna laugh real loud.
far
Alright,
from
real
my
quick.
first, though I will say, it is the first I've gotten from an ally.
Oh no! Who did that to you? Who did
Daggers at Eamon.
it? Eamon! What is
Someone-
wrong with you? Attacking
It
your
might have-
teammates?
In my defense, he turned me into a goat.
All right, before we get too deep into this, Yagrat is going to... He's not going to enter the tavern. He's going to go to the winery.
Oh,
You're
just gonna
leaving the
dip?
conference?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had walked into the tavern. I'm sorry. I got distracted by
No,
somebody.
we're in the meeting room.
They're still
Oh,
in the
okay,
meeting.
my bad.
Susanna just showed up. Is all.
All right, my bad.
In the meeting room, and then just Yagrat just leaves and goes to the winery.
She's just like, "Fuck this! I
Yeah.
need a drink."
And might I add, he did this while we were in the middle of a battle.
Then
It-
and then Susanna turns back to you and says, "Why would you do that to your teammate?"
It was a potion of polymorph. I thought it would turn him into something a bit more useful. And
You-
don't let him persuade you, he still killed an ogre in that form.
But he was in danger. Just because he was able to kill an ogre doesn't mean that he could have died.
Do you not know how polymorph works?
She kind of like looks at you and says, "That doesn't matter. It was a goat. What if they took him as a goat?"
If they tried to harm him, he would have reverted. It only lasts an hour.
my statement still stands. What if they took him away?
Then that would be funny.
Ammon just smiling. He's like, yes, Ire. What if they took me away?
You would have roasted them like a pig on a stick. I'm sorry, but I trust you in your combat abilities.
Ammon's just like, you don't fire A.
The all 4 of them turned to Eamon.
God
What does
damn
he
it.
mean?
I'm a practiced fire breather. You know, oil match.
Yeah, that's why he has all those torches on him.
Yep.
I want you to roll deception.
God fucking damn it.
Can I aid them with that? Can I aid them with
That one, that one, that one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Eh,
Can I help him with that?
yeah, you can help him.
That one, that one, that one.
Oh,
Damn it.
Damn.
Okay, so Susanna's like, "Oh, really? That's interesting." And Strom's like, that sounds right." And then Issenbold is like, "You don't have any oil on you. I don't see any oil on you."
He used it up earlier.
He's still kind of like, roll deception.
Me or Ire?
No, ire. He kind of like, wait. He kind of like grumbles at that and says, "Doesn't have oil. No."
Anyway.
And so what happened? And then Susanna gets updated with what happened. And she looks at you guys and says, "Oh, well, good job taking out those bandits. They have definitely been a danger to this city for a long time."
The bandits weren't much of an issue. To be honest, the most damage we received in this party was from each other. Not
Not me.
just myself.
Huh. That, well, you should still be careful regardless. We don't want to lose any of you out there.
Odir just speaks up and just shakes the troll finger up. Not me! Just shaking the troll finger in his hand.
What? Susanna like looks at it and is like, is that a finger?
Yep!
What? What? And Strom's like, "Ah, yeah!"
Like I said, he killed an ogre as a goat.
And I helped.
Well, that's impressive to hear. So, what will be your guys' next turn of actions?
Well,
Go.
do you guys know about any, like, do you guys have like a town wizard?
Town wizard. They all look at each other and say,
The closest they have is B.
Alright.
they were actually just about to say, the closest we have is the Beatrice. She likes to call herself a witch, so we oblige and call her our resident witch.
Odir just snickers.
We'll converse with her. For now, apparitions, we don't have much of a way to handle or track them.
Apparition. Wait, aberrations or apparitions?
Aberrations.
Yeah.
Aberrations.
Okay.
However you're wanting to say.
Yeah, sorry. I was just making sure because apparition sounds like ghosts. They kind of like turn to each other and say, "Well, we're not too sure how to deal with them either. They appeared not too long ago. Maybe they all like kind of grumble and say." And they look at Issenbold and he's like, what? And they're like, "How long do you think they've been around?" And he's like, "I'm not that old. But maybe 40, 50 years at most."
That is quite a while.
Well, the beasts were around for much longer. These suddenly appeared almost out of nowhere. It was almost like someone brought them in.
For now, we have a much greater lead on the goblins and their whereabouts.
However, real quick, because I want to bring it back a little bit. when you guys mentioned wizard, they say, well, there was that old tower to the northwest. It used to be a wizard's tower, but now we don't know what happened to him. He's been gone for a long time.
How long?
Not too sure. Last we saw of him
Ballpark?
was years ago.
Could we send a message to it?
If he's not there, we won't get one back.
Thus gives us a cause to go check it out. Could be some potential good stuff there.
If you guys are willing, yes. Although I'd be careful if you head there. We don't know what kind of guardians that wizard has set it up.
I'll advocate we take care of the goblins. If they're taking slaves, we should free them first.
Aye, that's a good idea.
Agreed.
Well,
Sounds.
when will you be leaving?
First thing in the morning.
I need to stop by the armor smith.
Okay. Aye.
Hearing that, Yagrat's going to pipe up and ask the council, what would I have to do to get me a set of full plate?
Susanna's like, oh dear, and puts a hand to her face and points at Isambald. Bio kind of like buries his face in his parchments, and Strom's like, uh-oh. And then Isambald full on jumps onto the table and says, plate? Do you know how much that costs, lad?
I figured probably about 1,000, 1,500 gold.
In this area, you think we have the materials to make plate that easily? No, lad, it's going to cost 5,000 gold pieces.
Very well, my question stands.
Well, if you can gather the money, we can get you your plate. But there's probably better places that you can find plate at cheaper prices.
Am is just gonna smile and just pipe up. So we just need the gold, yes?
Well, he kind of grumbles and says, well, we can make it happen with 5,000. It would be tough, and it would take a long time, but we can make it happen.
How long is a long time?
He kind of like looks around and says, currently indefinitely?
You're telling me y'all can't scrounge up enough shit
Well, when
Yagrat.
at all?
Yagrats. Language.
Oh. And Susanna like turns to Ire and says, thank you. Like mouthing it.
Would you have the materials to make a claymore like the one in your relic room? Treasury.
Materials,
Whatever
no, but if you can get some, we can make. You can commission it at the crafter's quarter. I'm sure Rodan will be more than obliged to help.
If we can find enough metal around here for plate, surely we can find enough for a claymore.
Enough metal. The thing isn't the amount; it's the quality. Plate requires high quality steel and.
But you said you could make it happen with enough gold. I'm asking for just the claymore.
Yes,
you have
of
the
course.
materials for the one.
Yeah, you don't know what exactly you need for a claymore, but he's telling you that Rodan can help you. You just have to talk to him.
I'm currently looking for a chain shirt.
A chain shirt. The armor smith will be able to help you with that.
Very good. Is there anything else for the night?
No, I
Let's
think
talk
that's
on-
it.
Compensation for this mission.
Oh, they kind of like look at each other and look at you guys and say, Isambald. I don't remember what that number is.
Out of character, L, aren't you the one who took the dagger?
Yes, but they don't know that.
Yes.
That's why I specifically said out of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. He's still asking for more. Okay, he
Well,
points
that
at
is my turn.
Ire and says, "You come with me."
Very well. I get up and I walk with them.
And he hops off the table and walks out this door. And leads you upstairs to the same vault. And says, "Go on, pick an item.
Just Ire?
Just Ire."
Oh, just me.
Yeah, just Ire.
Okay.
As they're leaving, Eamon's like, why just him?
Because I'm gonna make
He's
of
not-
this because you took too long last time.
I, remembering that Eamon really, really wanted that longsword.
So I just rolled d6, picked one of you.
I'm going to grab the claymore and I'm going to say, is this fine?
That's fine. You can take it.
So
I'm
thinking of
going-
it, you still grab the claymore.
I'm going to take this new claymore. What do I write down for it?
You don't know. It's a claymore. It's a shiny claymore. It's actually like on the hilt. It's golden, like almost like wreaths hanging off of it.
No, like out of like meta, what do I put in my inventory?
A claymore. Now,
I strap the claymore over my back and I start walking back down to the rest of the party.
all right.
Yeah, when you walk in, Eamon's eyes are as wide as they were when he was furious.
Uh-oh.
But it's a very different expression this time.
Oh, don't worry. We can talk about this later.
Yeah, Grat cocks an eyebrow, a little offended that you came back with what someone else wanted and not his. Telltale Games little thing. Yeah, Grat will remember this.
Yes.
Oh no, I believe you're going to enjoy what I have planned.
Oh God. Here we go.
I talked to our. Can you even use that?
It's not for me.
Whoever's next to Eamon, you feel the air get a little
Get a little what?
warmer.
Oh.
Oh dear's feeling that.
Ooh, it's getting warm.
Fuck.
All right.
Why is it warm? Why am I armpits
All right
sweating?
then. We'll let you go for the night. Please report to the guard if you're leaving the town. The lockdown is no longer in effect, so you're free to come and go as you please. But let us know if you're going on to eliminate something or going somewhere specific.
If we are leaving and it isn't a hurry, would a dispatched guard be enough for you?
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
Very well.
How much time has passed?
Yeah. About
Imagine it's
like
like
20
midnight or
minutes,
something.
30 minutes at most.
All right, Eamon's still got a half hour before he can go back up there.
Heh.
Oh, he's still remembering that guy he left up there to be woken up.
What guy? Oh, that
The
guy. Yeah.
legless dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eamon's like, when this is dispatched, he's going to go back through that door to try to just walk up there.
Okay.
Oh dear's
Susanna
gonna
actually
follow.
walks out with you guys, and she looks at Eamon and says, where are you going?"
I have some questions for the prisoner we brought back. He should be up fairly soon.
She kind of like looks down and looks at the rest of the people and says, "Oh no, let me escort you." Does anyone want to go with Eamon?
I will go with Eamon.
I'll go too.
All right.
Falcon.
Valk, Ire, and Eamon.
Okay. Anybody
And
else?
oh
Or is
dear.
that everyone?
Oh dear.
Did I hear
Oh
a very
dear's
soft
coming.
"oh dear"?
Yeah. Why is
Okay.
my mic soft?
You're what?
Fire. You guys see the message from Mana?
There we go.
Okay.
That was weird.
And yeah, Grad and
Is-
Anna, you're free to leave if you like, or wait for them.
Yeah, Grat's going to go ahead and head to the winery.
Got it.
Anna, what are you doing?
You guys see the message from her on Discord?
For a very long while. Oh no.
Do we just want to assume that Anna would go along to listen?
Yeah, for now, yeah. Let's just assume that.
Yep.
And
And then if he says he would have left, we can just say he
yeah.
left.
If he doesn't get back in time for you guys to leave on your next quest, I'm just gonna stop the session because I don't want to leave someone behind unless we get permission from him.
Well, he's
He left. I mean, like-
in the call. Wait,
Yeah.
what the hell?
I just want to like make sure like everyone's okay with it before I go on. Okay. No. But for now, we'll just go through it. You guys kind of just wait for the guy to wake up.
yep.
Right. And,
Oh dear.
Can
she's
we
I want to be in the room by
Second.
his bed for when he opens his eyes.
And the old lady comes back up and is like, "Oh, what's with all of you here?
What?
Come on now, don't crowd. Give him some space."
What? What do you mean you're in a car?
Hmm. Yeah, he had to leave somewhere or something.
Oh no, y'all can continue. I'm just trying to work
Yeah.
with him on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Amen, just like y'all can all go back there. I'm staying
Um,
right here.
Oh no, I'm standing right there with Eamon.
Yeah, I'm meditating right on the floor, right beside the bed.
Just if you could ask him if he's okay with us going on or not, and I'll keep going for now. All right. So she says, "Don't crowd him." What do you guys do?
I want to stare directly at the guy's face.
I just like motion for them all to get back, but I want to stay where I am.
Okay.
Oh dear's in a trance right now. He's not paying attention.
Okay, so she kind of like takes your body and like kind of pushes it away a little bit and puts you in a corner and pats your head and walks away.
I just and keep on meditating.
Mm-hmm. She then
Why we wait? Aemon just wants to turn to Ire. So, Claymore, huh?
Yeah,
Nice weapon, isn't it?
very nice.
uh-oh.
If you're nice, you may earn it.
Earn it.
Earn
You're not
it.
serious.
Pointing at my wound, I'm dead serious, Goat Man.
I will get that Claymore.
Uh-oh.
That is up to how you act.
No. It's more up to how well you withstand what's coming. And he turns back to the bed.
Oh.
I think I've just gathered some new materials.
Give it to Yagrat.
Challenge of the biggest dicks.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
No, did like Ire say that out loud? That he-
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God!
Okay.
I openly said I think I just found some new materials because of that statement.
Gotta
Alright,
get disconnected
so
from the call.
What's the
Hello?
Hey.
I just
I'm
want
back.
to stare him down for a second with intimidation.
So what's going on?
I'll allow it. We're sitting in the healing room. You guys moved upstairs to wait for the dude to wake up.
Okay.
Okay, you don't need to roll anything, Ron.
Oh no, I'm rolling counter intimidation.
You're not intimidated. Oh. Well, Gray, roll a wisdom save is what I'll have you do. You're intimidated AF.
I'm going to attack him.
Oh.
Whoa.
You're going to
I'm
attack
going
me.
to grab him by the neck.
Death toll of a party.
I'm just going to grab him by the shirt and be like, I'm going to get it. He's intimidating back. That's a threat.
Yeah, I over intimidated you though. Your
Yeah.
actions aren't making sense, dude.
Yes, they are. You're threatening his thing. He's like, okay, fine. I'm just going to get you.
If
You
you
were
just
threatening-
attack him,
Okay.
then that's fine. But if you're
People react to information in different ways.
yeah, exactly. If he just attacks you, then that's one thing. But if you're grabbing him and trying to intimidate again, I'm not gonna allow that.
No, he's just grabbing it and be like, I'm getting it. And he's going to let go.
Oh, okay. He's just saying that.
Basically, the way I saw this play out was you tried to look at me like give me the sword, and I said, and it was basically a back off look.
Yeah, and then I grabbed you by the shirt and said, I'm going to get it and let you go.
Are we fighting for that great sword again?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Bionic
that has a lot of
Something.
sentimental value right now. You were poking a bear. Won't end well.
I mean, if there's something significant about it, I might be able to check it out.
Anna, for now, you are here. Actually, we have to wait a while. So yeah, go ahead and check it out for me. Also, you might want to mute your mic for the time being.
Yeah, just mute
Yeah.
your mic, and then when you talk, unmute.
Yeah.
Oh, robot.
Oh shit.
Okay. I assume
What
Anna
is
starts.
Yeah, I'm carrying stuff into a storage unit.
Okay.
I'll try to identify whatever it is, the greatsword, I guess.
Got it. So you stand for 10 minutes and start doing that.
I walk over to Yagrat.
Yagrat's not there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
never
he
mind.
left.
I miss Yagrat.
For the time being, Eamon, depending on how these goblins have treated their slaves, how should we respond?
Slaughtered them all.
Regardless?
They took
Target practice.
slaves. They kidnapped. If they're working with Bacchus, even more.
Now you're talking. Or was this Eamon earlier?
Now then, if you're saying slaughter them all, that includes those who surrender. I suppose there won't be a problem if we do that?
They're slavers. Goes without saying.
You,
This, Yagrat and I can agree.
you either don't know about bandits, or you don't know how to follow a code.
Or you don't know what you speak of. I
Iron,
wouldn't talk
come
about
on,
that
just-
again.
Alright, just let's leave it this. Leave it at that.
So,
Time
10
passes.
minutes pass?
Time passes. And,
I guess Alma identifies the sword.
yeah. It's just a regular old +1 claymore.
What's it made of anyway?
Can I identify tell that? Or is it just magical properties?
I don't know.
Let me look that up. You know what? I have a character sheet with identify on it. What am I doing?
At this point, O'Deer just got out his trance, stands up, and walks over to, and just like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
You're gonna sense a lot of tension right there. It's going fine, oh dear.
So,
That's good. If you need a drink, I got a couple on me.
Actually,
So, have I identified it yet, or?
well, I need to check something real quick.
yeah, it's a +1 greatsword. Well, not greatsword, claymore. Eamon's gonna take out that flask that he got earlier
Mm-hmm.
off the. I guess the leader had it, or the other body had it. He's gonna hand it to Odeer. I found this back in the cave.
Oh.
But yeah, identify just the magic. It's not like what it's made of
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm looking at it, and yeah. So, you look at it. There's some gold on it. Looks like it could be steel.
Oh, that I didn't realize that also lets you know someone's spells. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you touch a creature, you can learn what spells they are currently affecting it. That's
Oh, cool.
interesting.
All right. So,
Sweet.
you now have that claymore on your person, Ire.
I am aware.
And
I'm waiting on the person to wake up.
the person wakes up after some time passes, and a lot of tension in the room.
Hi
So,
there.
Daring
Hello,
daggers at
friend.
him.
He kind of
Hi,
like,
friend.
he like tries to get up and can't, and he like
Kidnap?
he like looks at all of you, and then like looks down and reaches for his leg and just starts screaming his head off. My leg! What did you do to my leg?
You did
What is
this.
this? What the fuck
What
is
leg?
wrong with you?
You did this. I told you to stay seated.
And at that moment you see the old lady fly in. She's just like full speed. And she kind of like pushes anyone in her way out of her way and pushes them back, and She kind of like tries to grab at him and says, calm down, take it easy." And she tries to give him a small potion.
And you do know this guy was leading the bandits who are attacking your town, right?
Yes, but any person that's alive is doesn't deserve to have that be their pain. He will serve his time, but he doesn't need to be in pain for it.
Seems fair, considering he was perfectly willing to kill everyone here for nothing more than gold and power.
And she's like, "I don't know that. I'm just healing people."
Can I help you hold him down?
Sure.
Strength?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, with old lady help, you make it.
I need the old lady strength.
Yeah. She kind of like tries to administer a potion to him. It seems like basic. It looks watery as anything. And he starts calming down. And he turns to Ire and just gives you this like despondent look and says, "You did this. Why did you do
Yes.
this?
You didn't listen. You got up.
You were threatening my life."
You were threatening the towns. Fair trade.
Kind of like looks down and looks up and says, "This town was worse for wear anyway. I wanted to
Doesn't mean you
force the
can
people
kill
out. I
innocent.
didn't want to kill anybody."
And how were you going to do that?
By scaring them off.
You expect a group of frightened villagers to not fight for their home. You couldn't have done this without killing a few.
You were going to scare them out from behind their walls.
Well, do you see the state of them?
There's still walls.
And better than the forest and the trek up to the north.
That was a bad plan.
Kind of looks around and says, and just turns away, actually.
And it looks around and says, "Burp."
No, that's just you. Oh dear.
Odier's
He's
just
drinking
burping in the
his wine.
background. He's having some of his drink.
He's paying attention.
But
He's just in the back.
that's not why I am here. All I care about is the man you were dealing with,
Kind of
Bacchus.
I want you to do a persuasion check.
All right. It's in the P's.
Kind of turns back to you and says, "I barely knew him. He didn't give me a name. Surprised you knew his."
Names don't matter. All that I care to know is anything you've learned about him. I'm sure you don't do business with people you don't know at least a little bit about.
I'm going to whisper to Eamon. Given his state of intelligence, I doubt that is correct.
Or was the gold just that good?
He looks to him and says, "If you saw my chest, that was just a small piece of the gold I have. They offered me too much money to turn down. I don't know what they wanted with it, but they bought some of my land up north."
Where is this land?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Me or Ire?
Both, since you asked at
Okay.
the same time.
That was kind of funny.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
he turns away from both of you, biting his lip.
Can I roll intimidation on this man?
I just want to grab the top of his head and turn it back to me. Just like,
Strength check.
come on, Strike, don't fuck me. Yes!
You turn
For
this man's
this.
head and you snap his neck. No, I'm kidding.
For this, I get the nat 20.
He kind of is impressed by your strength, and says, "Let's say,
Let me try.
try what?
Let me smash.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You'll tell us what you know right now. Am I?
Intimidating. That's intimidating.
And I will have my eye glow.
Glowing.
I can do that too.
All right, so he kind of looks at you, and he tries to say something out of fear, but then you see like his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he starts full-on seizuring.
Oh, what?
Can I roll to check
foaming
if
at the
this?
mouth.
Can I roll to check if this is magical?
Arcane. Yes, it most definitely is.
Actually, wouldn't I still have identify since
No, you used it on.
nothing worked on the greatsword?
No, you used it on the greatsword, and it did work on the greatsword. It's a +1 greatsword.
Plus
Okay.
1 claymore.
Claymore. Same thing.
No, it isn't.
There is no claymore in the player's
Discussion for later.
handbook. Yeah. Anyway.
I know what you meant by that, Ron.
Anyways,
Anyways,
the man is seizuring, foaming at the mouth. You guys do anything?
Oh,
I
dear,
say I
we'll
didn't do anything. I
Oh,
nope.
dear, we'll
Bacchus.
just yell
The
out,
old lady
"Close the mouth."
shoves you, by the way. With her old lady strength, I want you to roll a strength save. And never mind. She like shoves you and you don't move.
I want that one.
And
Aw.
She rolled a nat 1.
anyways, I'm going to say Bacchus must have used magic to poison him if he said anything.
Follows his MO. I'm just gonna let the old lady do what she wants to do.
She kind of tries to help him, but in a matter of moments, he's dead.
Suzanne is there, right? She noticed like what went down.
Well, kind of. She wasn't all the way up. I'll give her a perception check though. Nope, she didn't see like. She saw that he was seizuring, but she didn't see the whole thing. She was trying to give you guys your space.
I'm going to repeat to Suzanne that Bacchus used some sort of poisonous magic for when he started to reveal information.
And she kind of looks at you and shrugs. I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not well versed in magic at all.
Neither am I, but that's the least I can say about it.
Since I do magic, can I try to identify what happened
Arcane check.
with advantage?
No. No, you don't figure it out.
All right.
You can just tell that there is arcane connections with this. And the old lady like turns to you, Valkorion, and gives you the dirtiest look and says, "Get out of my hospital."
I didn't do anything.
Madam.
Get out.
AMM will start pushing everybody out. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Before I go, I'm going to apologize to her, and I'm going to ask if she needs help removing the body.
No, it's fine. I can get one of the guards to do it. And thanks, lad. I'll get it done. Don't worry.
Very well.
She
I'll
kinda-
turn and leave.
She kind of walks up to the body as you turn and leave, and closes the eyes of the now freshly dead body, now full corpse. And you guys
May
leave.
Bahamut judge him fairly. AMM's gonna say that prayer before they exit. They exit.
Alright. Susanna will remember that. No, I'm kidding. Jeez, you guys are making so many new NPCs. I fucking love it.
So many people. It's so good.
Okay. Where do you guys go now? I know Yagaret went straight for that winery.
I want to go to the winery too.
Okay.
Actually,
Actually,
the
wait,
shop.
hold up, real quick.
Oh boy.
Yagrat,
Yes.
you walk up to your winery.
Yes.
What do you do?
Yagrat walks in, sits at a table, and motions for the serving wench.
For the serving wench, there's only that butler guy that at the bar, quote unquote.
So then he goes to the butler at the bar, tells him, "I want 3 glasses of wine, red Moscato, and a pipe."
A pipe. Oh, some high tastes here. And he kinda-
Yagrat's had a long day.
Yes, and then he kind of pulls out a bottle for you, and says, "Feel free to finish it. It should serve you your 3 glasses and then a little bit more."
Thank you, sir.
And then he says, "Give us a moment for the pipe. We'll get it to your table wherever you sit."
Very well.
Meta question: how much would that high class bed be?
Oh, not cheap. Sure.
We talking like 10 gold, not cheap, or like 50 gold?
Not. It's less
100.
than 10 gold.
Oh, that okay. So cheap.
It's not that expensive.
Considering that 3 glasses of wine will cover the room, no, not all that expensive.
I don't know. I imagine wine is not exactly easy to buy.
Yeah, it'd be like 8 gold a night.
God damn.
All right. So do we all shuffle out of the castle?
Yep. Oh dear, falls outside.
Where are you guys going?
Do I run into Vinzor's brother?
Vinzor's brother. Do you mean? Yes. No. Are you talking about Vinzor?
I'm trying to ask where Vinzor lives.
Like Isimbold's brother.
Yeah, Isimbold, the one who escorted us.
From no, that's Vinzor. Isimbold
Yeah, I
is the
know.
gnome.
I'm looking for Vinzor, so I'm
Okay.
trying to talk to Isimbold.
Sorry, that confused me because I was like, you were just speaking to Vinzor's brother. Who are you asking?
Do I see Isimbold?
Isimbold is not around. Susanna is the only one who kind of is around.
Can I ask Suzanne to escort me to Vinzor's home?
She kind of like shakes her head and says, "No, he just left this morning for another caravan trip. He has to travel often."
I curse under my breath. Damn it. Suzanne, do you know where I could find a set of Smith's tools?
Ooh, she kind of says, that would have been our good friend Vinzor. He would have been the one to have that.
What about like a lockpick set?
Thief is asking if the crafter's tool is open. Like, if the crafter's district is open.
At this hour, no, you guys came in when a little too late. Like they only stay mainly when it's during the day and.
Well,
like,
we have the tomorrow, so
yeah,
it's not.
you guys don't have to leave right away. You guys can do stuff in the town tomorrow. It's
Yeah, we've just been rushing through all these things.
You guys now have a list of stuff to do.
Suzanne, do you know of anyone who would be able to engrave on a sword?
Engrave. She kind of like
letters.
Letters. Runic or more like just generic like writing.
Just writing.
Okay. You could try Rodan.
I will speak with him in the morning then.
Yeah. He's one of our best blacksmiths. He'll tell you that himself.
He has.
Anyways, how is Suzanne doing?
Suzanne, she's fine. She's awake now. I've had her rest for the day rather than helped with the children. Funnily enough, I had Strum helping out a little. I roped Strum into helping out.
Is she still upset with the events?
I'm not too sure. That girl's been quiet. I don't know what's going on in her head. She never taken the life of a person before.
You should let her look around on her own.
Oh dear.
This takes time.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Before we leave tomorrow, would you mind giving her a lesson?
Sounds good to me.
Oh,
He'll just
I think
smile
she
at
would enjoy
her.
that. You are a ranger, aren't you?
Of course. Trained by my mom.
Well, if you train her, I'll cook you a hearty dinner.
Oh dear, eyes just open up, just like, yes. Sounds good.
Oh, and when you see her again, give her a wink for me.
I'm I'm sorry. She kind of says, looking at you.
Not
Oh dear,
very
we'll just turn
subtle,
around
are
and
you?
just-
Nope.
Oh dear, we'll just turn around, pull up
Are
both
you
thumbs.
are you trying to have me send a wink to my daughter? She says to you.
Is that okay with you? Sorry, I don't really have a lot of experiences with.
She kind of like looks at the group and then looks back at Valcoria and says, "The balls on this man!" And I want you to do a strength save.
What?
Strength save.
Strength save. I really want her to just like cup his balls and squeeze.
Ooh, she pats you on the back and you go flying forward, and she says, "Ah, but you're unfortunately not good enough for my daughter."
Oh dear's just gonna laugh.
Challenge accepted.
You're,
I think
I'm
we
back.
all-
I'm almost back at my computer. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, I think we all saw that coming.
I'm going to head straight to the winery. Clothes still bloodied and all.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, oh dear as well.
Almost
Okay.
died.
I'm gonna-
Wait. Who was injured? Who has blood spray?
The
You
front of
obviously,
my
but out of the other two.
ire.
Blood all over my face.
Oh
and-
God, yeah. Okay. Oh dear.
Eamon is soaked. Eamon is soaked.
Eamon is soaked, but Odir,
Eamon's not
Ire,
going
and
there.
Valkorion are the ones going to the high-class winery.
Yeah,
Odir.
Eamon's
Odir, are you covered in blood? Did you get injured?
Not really. I
No, he
just
killed an
honestly-
ogre as a goat.
No, Odir.
Oh dear, not
Oh.
even.
Uh,
I only
so
he
lost
said
2
it.
health points. I'm like a little bit scuffed up, but
okay, so
nothing major.
you're probably the most passable. All right, I want. Are you guys just gonna head straight there?
Oh, I just walk into the door.
All right. So wait, before we continue, just to keep everyone sure of. Anna, Eamon, what are you doing?
I'm going back to the tavern we were at before.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm swapping.
All right.
Oh dear has a plan
So
here.
we'll wait on Anna. All right, you three. Do you just burst through the door, or do you just like walk in?
I
calmly
walk in
walk in.
I walk in the door without so much as a notice of other people, and I walk straight to the bartender.
And you just like you don't notice, but everyone is looking at you three.
I don't give a damn.
I'm a bit.
Yagrat's sitting in the
lover.
corner, cocks an eyebrow, and watches what's about to happen,
And Yagrat, you have your pipe by now.
puffing away happily.
And the
Wouldn't Yagrat be, quite scuffled up? He's the only one that, quote unquote, died.
oh, that's true.
Yes, it is.
But I will say he gets a little bit of a pass because he showed the man that he was willing to pay.
I had
Plus
been
his
there
armor.
before
Exactly.
and bought shit before.
He just
Yeah.
like, oh, a high class adventurer. But you three, he doesn't know you at all, and he's just like,
Well, he knows Ire.
yeah,
the
but
peasant.
he
Bad
actually has a bad
experience.
Yeah,
experience
okay.
that's making
with
no
fire.
difference.
He kind of like,
I'm going to walk straight to the bar, plop down 25 gold, a bottle of white wine, in a room.
oh, he kind of like has a handkerchief to his nose to cover the smell of blood, and says, "Will you want a bath too, sir?"
Yes.
Oh, fine. I'll ask that you go bathe first before you partake in your
Obviously.
wine.
Rare.
And he turns to you other two and says, "Well, do you have money to stay here? Do you have money to
I'll grab 2
Kind of a-
drinks.
Do you have a restroom that I can go to real quick?
restroom?"
Just to wash off.
This is
some of my
before
face.
toilets exist, you peasant.
A place where I can wash off my face.
He kind of like looks at you and says that you'll have to pay for a room. We can give you a bath, but you will have to pay for it.
All right, how much is a room?
8 gold with bath option. 10 gold.
I will take it.
And he says, "That's fine. That's fine. As long as you clean up, we'll allow it." You, he turns to Odir and says, "What about you?
I'll grab 2 drinks.
In that attire, no, you will not."
I curse at him in Elvish and I walk out the door.
He curses back at you in Elvish.
What does he say?
He's kind of like he calls you an ass of a swine.
I yell at him in Sylvan and then close the door.
He just gets taken aback by that. He doesn't know Sylvan.
So I go immediately to go take a bath.
Okay.
Odir's heading back to the other place.
Ire goes to hop in the bath as well and clean his armor.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
Eamon,
that
Anna,
everyone else
what are
was-
you gonna do? Eamon was here actually. Fuck, what am I doing? La 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 la.
It's a fine day to praise the sun. What's
You
nighttime?
guys, since you guys are separated, you can put your own tokens on now. The
Is
winery's
Dwarf's Head Tavern the
right
one that we were
here.
on before?
All right, so where's this regular tavern over here, Dwarf's Head?
I need 1 second.
While we're waiting, after I get out of the bath, I put on my normal clothes, come down and grab the bottle of white wine.
I do the same, except I put on my regal fine clothes.
Yagrat is going to raise the bottle
My
To
bad, I
you.
received a phone call.
and wait.
See, they're
right.
doing stuff without you.
So,
It's all good.
I'm offering you a glass of my wine.
Oh. Yagrat is going to politely decline. I appreciate it, but white wine just...
I'm more of a red
It's
wine
not
fellow
me.
myself. Mhm.
all right, I put on my fine clothes.
Ooh, okay.
At which point, I swig the wine.
Real quick. Eamon was heading to the. Yes,
The Dwarf's Head.
the dwarves head in. Are you following Anna?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you guys took time to bathe, I'm going to give them more opportunity to go to their tavern.
Go for it.
And
Udir was heading that way too.
Odir's going to show up at some point since he got denied.
Oh, he just bitched him out and say, "Fuck this place."
Okay. Yeah, so Eamon's still kind of fuming.
hmm
He hasn't had a chance to calm down because every time he starts to calm down, someone named
Ire
Ire fucks with him
fucking-
again.
No.
So Anna, I'm sorry, but Eamon's just kind of like still fuming as you guys are walking
Oh.
until you guys get to the tavern.
Do you say anything, Anna?
Notice me, senpai.
Don't do that to me.
Notice
Worth it.
me, senpai. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I see that he's fuming. I'm just be like, yeah, I know Ire he's a real dickhead. He doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
No, he really doesn't. Yeah, Yagret is not that much better.
Ooh.
Don't even get me started on Yagrat. I don't know what his deal is. First, he's all, silent and, unwilling to communicate. And then all of a sudden, he just goes berserker on a bunch of bandits, which we mostly needed alive. It's really
I don't
hard.
mind the killing the bandits part so much. It was the fact that the ones that surrendered, he killed them too.
That's what I
And
was talking about.
Valkorian cut the other one's throat.
Valkorian, it seems like he's not even aware of his own actions sometimes.
Mhm.
Like each one of them sneezes every time we mention their
Yeah.
name. Just like Valkorian right then. Just,
Just
oh, what is that?
Bahamut, give me strength. And then I want to walk into the tavern, and he's gonna go talk to the bartender. He's mentioned like we're looking for a couple rooms tonight as well. Are there any public bathing options?
He kind of like. For. Okay, give me a second. My
Okay.
eyes are giving me issues.
Hello, bathhouse. Don't be shy, Eamon. All that height, all that
Oh my
muscle,
God.
compensating for
Oh my
something.
god. Episode 6. Bathhouse scene? Yes.
Roll for
Wait for
girls.
oh dear.
First he was
I
a
mean,
goat. now
I
said
did
Anakin
mention
gets up
before. I did mention before what Anna's reaction would be. So
Alright, so. He says, "Oh,
Don't
hello,
ask.
how are you doing?"
here. We've
Uh,
had a day.
It looks like you had a long one.
You'd be right.
I just go a filthy one too. And I'm like looking at my hands drenched
She-
in blood.
He kind of like elbows Eamon and says, "Oh, a filthy one, hi."
I
I
mean, I suppose he just scratches the back of his head.
I mean, he's covered in blood too. We gotta
Yeah,
remember
and
that.
he kind of like looks you up and down and says, "Oh, maybe not that kind of filthy." And he says, "Will you be needing a bath?"
Yes.
Well, there's the public bathroom. It's shared and it's co-ed, and he elbows you again.
God damn it, you're.
He elbows Ammon.
Yeah.
You're
Ammon gets
welcome.
like, okay. Aren't they all?
he kind of like face palms a little bit, and he's like, "God damn it, lad." And he says, "So that'll be a room and a bath, will it?"
Yes, and dinner, please.
All right, Ellie. And
Let's get your ass over here.
and you see the same small timid girl roll up. She actually like does a little hop in front of you and says, "Oh, you're back again."
Anna like quickly hides her bloody hands. I know Eamon can't really hide it, but you know Anna does.
Looks like you'll need a bath.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so that'll be 2 rooms and a bath.
That's right.
Okay, and
Wah-wah.
they're not staying together.
I'm pretty
for the
sure I
night.
had my own room last time, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, you did.
Ammon.
And she says, "All right, that'll be 8 silver for the bath in the room."
is that
Ammon,
8 silver for both rooms?
No, for the bath in the room, so a pop.
Oh,
Yeah, he hands her 3 gold pieces.
Jesus.
She kind of looks up at you and says, "Bless you, my lord. Bless you."
I'm not
Oh,
a lord,
God.
but okay. You're welcome.
Anna snickers when she says my lord.
Yes, my lady.
Oh. To whom? To whom? This is important.
Anna,
Oh.
because he heard that like behind him, he just kind of snickered. I'm sorry, it was a community reference. I couldn't help it.
It was a what?
A community joke. That's a long-running community joke, and I can't resist.
Okay.
I guess she'll just like giggle again. Like
Yeah, she kind of giggles it off, and she takes your 3 gold pieces and says, "Will you be paying for the lady?"
Of course.
Okay, what a gentleman! What a gentleman! You're very lucky, ma'am.
Hey.
And she just hops off.
and then Odir walks in like, "What up? Where are my drinks at?"
Yeah, actually, Odir, you pop in.
I just enter in, look at the door, say, "One of the strong stuff in a room, good sir." And I smell my armpits.
Oh, excuse me.
Smell my armpits.
And a bath.
I bathed last week. I'm fine.
Oh, dear,
It's been a
can
good-
hang out for another like week or two. No problem.
It's been probably a good month since I had a good bath. so
Jesus.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Oh dear. You see Ellie hopping away, but then she turns around when she hears your requests.
A
And
room and the strongest drink in the house.
And she says, well, that'll be 8 silver for a room and a bath, she says.
All right, I throw her 2 gold.
And she's like, "Yee!"
You do realize
smells
that's probably
good.
like
Where's your
halfway across the
baths?
room, you know?
No, I
Considering-
assume he walked up at this point.
She's also probably made her yearly earnings off of us in just like 2 days.
She's excited for a reason.
Oh, dear's just gonna look at her. Now, where are your baths?
Do you want the she kind of like calls back for Olvast, and you actually hear this little timid girl scream. She's like, Olvast! Olvast!
Like before she was all like, oh yeah, we
Yeah,
God
like
damn,
she,
dude,
she's
that's
getting
so
used to
bad.
yelling.
And then she
Do we hear
she's
this?
like, oh vast!
Do us at the winery
Where's
hear
that food order?
It seems the main way to communicate here amongst coworkers is yelling.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how it worked back in the country.
And Olvast kind of like says, "Oh well, Ellie, you're getting a hang for it," and she just smiles and walks past him.
Now,
Skip.
Can I grab my drink
You
before
want
I go into the bath?
no drinks allowed in the bath
Why not? It's such a good
because
time.
we don't want alcohol in the bath. It's a big bath, and replacing all the water takes time.
Fine. Where's the bath? Point me in the direction.
Up the stairs, on the right, in the middle of the right above us, essentially.
Awesome. Odier's gonna run up there, start taking his clothes off.
All
Just
right,
running up the stairs,
Eamon,
ripping off
Anna,
his
what
shirt
do you
and
do?
whatnot.
I'm going to wait this one out.
Oh,
And he's just gonna be like, "Is the food ready?"
Yeah,
What food?
Anna's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I
you
I
did?
really
Like, I
don't wanna do
legitimately
it.
didn't hear you.
No,
Um,
yeah, I was like, in dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever you dropped, we'll pay for it. So,
Okay.
3 gold.
are you
that's
also
like,
paying for Anna's food?
Yes.
Okay,
I didn't ask
so
for food.
you don't want food?
He said, "Oh, he'll do it." So whatever. You were already thinking I was getting food, so whatever.
Okay.
People have to eat. We just walked for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
You carried half a corpse.
Yeah.
man.
I bet you're hungry, Eamon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not the flesh of ire, but it'll do.
Oh, I have something very special planned for you.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
shut up! You didn't hear what he said.
Yeah,
so
you
does he,
didn't.
especially if we level up just now.
Maybe that'll happen soon. Oh no, I don't know.
Everyone went silent.
I love the fact that it's only 9 o'clock right now.
I know, right?
Okay.
Time passes, and you guys are served your food. Odier's chilling in his bath,
Oh, this feels so good.
and we're back to the winery.
You see there why Ire doesn't drink. He is just chugging this bottle of wine.
Yagrat's just kind of chuckling to himself, having finished his bottle already. Considering that's 3 glasses, is it alright if I make a con check?
Yes.
Yagrat's drunk.
Yep.
Just imagine Yagrat, like he was super serious earlier, you know, with his rage boner, and now he's just giggling like a schoolgirl.
I actually imagine Yagrat reverting to a normal dwarvish accent.
All right, I'm
He's
back.
no longer
You
southern.
know-
He's like, oh,
you
yeah,
know what
I love
I-
drinking.
You
I'm back.
All right.
ain't half bad,
Who are you pointing to?
Ire.
I
Ire, you ain't half bad, you know that?
I finish off the glass. There's no need to roll. I am dead drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I'm
back.
dead.
My Discord just like hard fucked up.
Yeah, no, it seems like that's happening tonight. I'm having some connection issues.
Anyways, I just finished off the rest of the bottle, set it down. I'm dead fucking drunk.
All right. Valkorion, you are here. Are you drinking too?
Well, I came down in my fine robes. I walk over to the butler.
Mhm.
Says, "I have a glass of red wine, please, and a couple of cheese."
Oh, of course you want red.
Yes.
I swear I would be a fine DM.
You walk down. He's like, oh, okay, and he pours you a glass, and then you can do whatever. You see these two drunkards over here.
Yagrat's gonna wave to get his attention. Val, Mir.
Sir, please do not shout. I'll have no shouting in here.
All right.
All regally,
Uh-huh.
regal, like.
You sit down regal like.
Mhm.
All right.
What does regal mean?
All right, fancy pants, and
He looks nice.
Yagrat's gonna speak all low. All right, fancy pants. Why don't you go ahead and explain to us what all that fang and blood sucking shit was about?
What thing?
Now we all saw it in there, man. You can't hide it.
I was going to like grab your cheeks and pull them apart to show your teeth.
Do you resist this, El King?
Well, my teeth are retracted, so I don't think you can do much about it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still fangs. They're not all the way out, but they're still fangs.
They're noticeable as fangs. They're just not extended.
Yeah.
So you got very fine incisors.
So it's basically your canine teeth are like slightly
Think of
longer.
Okay, think of it like a cat's claw. You can still tell it's there when it's retracted, but it's yeah.
There's still canines where they wouldn't be before.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you must know, that's a birth defect.
Oh my god, he's going for that.
That's some hard shit right there.
He's pulling an
Freaking
Ammon.
Blade over here.
High
I'm
five.
gonna, since I am so drunk, insight with disadvantage.
Yeah, insight with disadvantage.
Yagrat wants to do the same.
9.
Oh yeah,
God,
that
he
one.
believes you
Oh,
100%.
okay. All right. How does that happen?
Roll a deception too, since we're rolling insight.
No, he doesn't need to.
You're drunk.
He's lying though, isn't he?
Yeah, but you guys.
Am I?
He is lying about it, but you guys know that he's a vampire. Like he's some sort of vampiric entity.
We saw him eat someone. For God's sake.
Exactly. So you don't need to
Yeah,
actually like believe
All
the
right.
lie. You just need to.
So
Well, yeah, if you must know, it's from my mother.
Oh.
all
Your
right.
father was a very brave man.
Didn't have much of a choice. in that regard.
So was the blood sucking a defect too?
Temporary insanity.
Yagrat's gonna lean over to eye her, elbow him a little bit, and go, "I wonder if his dad got his blood sucked first."
Oh my god.
I burst out laughing.
Yes, he did.
It's unretainable laughter.
That's perfect. Oh,
I never knew him.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible.
What? That he was born, or that his father was bit?
Oh.
That his father was
His
sucked
dad
off.
was not there for him. I know where you're coming from. I didn't know my father either, or my
Okay.
mother. I got dumped off on the church steps as a wee baby.
Well, yeah, he died a happy man. Let's put it that way.
If it was in the sack with a vampire woman, I mean, I'm sure he was.
At least, Yagra, at least you weren't chased down by a military when you were still barely old enough to walk. As my head hits the table. I'm still conscious, but my head hits the table.
Your head doesn't hit
How-
those horns of yours, do.
How does a kid get away from the military?
Another military. Burp.
Okay.
Genius.
Genius.
You
Well,
want to know how a child gets away?
Well, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. My pipe's done. I don't want to pay for, a room here.
Wait, are these beds
You can
singular
share
or
with me. You
double?
can share with me, man.
They're single.
Before you go, I don't think I can walk. Will you take me to my room?
Val, I think you'd be better off with that task.
Sure, why not?
I think
We
you
Thank
with
you,
that
sir.
desk.
Oh yeah, Grad. Before you go,
Yep.
for a cleric, you seem pretty. What's up with that?
Pretty what?
Pretty.
You cut out after
Bloodthirsty.
pretty. Oh, bloodthirsty.
Well, I don't usually like to talk about it, but barkeep, another glass of wine.
Barkeep. He kind of looks at you and says, "Sir, I am no barkeep. This is a winery."
You're
Don't
one
mind.
of the finest establishments.
Very well, monsieur. Bring me another
He
glass
kind
of
of
wine.
looks at you, kind of impressed.
As that happens, you see Ire crawling across the floor towards his room.
Sir, stand, please.
We're not going to be allowed back in this establishment.
Ire for sure isn't.
All right.
I shout at the man. I shout at the man. They won't work though.
They will work.
Will one of you kind sirs please help your friend to your room?
All right. I pick up.
Tell you what, Val. I'll help you up. I'll help you take him up. Then we come back down here. I'll answer your question, and I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
Check, I guess.
Do a strength check, Elking, and then Wolfgang, are you actually helping?
I will make my bestest attempt.
All right. First, you need to do a con save,
Please
and then
be
you
on
need to
that
do a
one.
strength check.
I want that one. See.
Oh, con save
You
17.
made the con save. You're not drunk enough to fall over. Now a strength check.
You
Heyo.
just carry Ire up there like,
Yep.
yourself in bed. You throw him through the door.
Wow.
Your motor skills are
this
good
is the
enough to
group
carry
struggle.
up Ire to the bed.
Toss him down on the bed. Pat him on the head. Good night, buddy.
Aw.
Give him a good night kiss.
Well,
Nah.
good night,
Do
buddy.
Do
Get
it.
asleep.
Yagrat walks back down the stairs and goes to drink his glass of wine in one straight shot.
Oh God. Val, are you following him down?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so drinking that, he turns to Valcorn and he goes, right. Last year, been about a year now, should be. My very best friend that I grew up with in the church, we were out working the land, as wards do, making sure there's food enough. And I heard some rustling, some screaming, and I walked around the back of the church, and I came upon my friend laying there on the ground with a arrow in his thigh, bleeding a lot. And I asked him what had happened, and he told me Bandit, and then just went. And as I turned to the forest, I saw the man getting away, so I chased him. I ran as fast as I could, but I couldn't catch that worthless son of a bitch. And Yagrat slams his fist on the table.
Sir, the furniture.
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry. So
That is mahogany.
when it comes to fucking bandits, I will not stand them.
I understand. I feel the same way about slavers. Growing up, my family would take people against their will, eat on them.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the boar's head, and I'm gonna
Dwarf's head.
dwarf's head. Shit. I'm gonna head back and bathe, and I'm gonna eat a little bit, get a little something in my stomach, and then I think I'm gonna head up to the bed. Hey, you know
All
what?
right,
If
well,
I'm
before
feeling
you
brave
go-
enough, I might just even try to pop a visit to that tiefling woman, maybe.
Oh!
Do it. Do
Wait,
it.
what? What do you say? I didn't hear that one.
All right.
Don't
Let me give
worry
you a piece
about
of
it.
advice. Piece of
I
advice.
heard tiefling woman. I
Yep.
am the only one. You better tell me what Harvey said.
Yo,
You
Tell you
don't
what,
know.
yeah.
You weren't there.
You
Nope.
may find out.
Yep.
I know I'm going to find out, but I want to know now what he said.
Nope.
We'll tell you after the session if nothing
Yep.
happens.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
You do this, and
Hashtag
Naaman,
Field Strand.
and Naaman, wants to pick a fight with you. I'll have your back.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Speaking of
Alright.
which, what's your opinion on that Naaman bitch?
Well, that was awfully rude. But
What did he say? His mic cut out for me.
That bitch Eamon.
Oh, yes.
that was awfully rude. But from what I've seen, the man, he seems to have a high opinion of his honor and awfully spicy breath.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Spicy breath. Love it.
I love.
I always
Drunk
imagine it's like he's eating a pepper when he breathes the fire.
Yes. All right.
Well, I think
Well,
the fight needs
well,
to
with-
calm down a bit.
Well, yeah, maybe, but then again, people tell me I'm a little too. Well, they tell me I got a stick in my ass.
You say that you have one. That's the fun thing.
Yes, but when it comes to Naaman, it looks like he always has a stick up his ass.
Maybe he just needs a friend.
Aw.
That guy needs to get laid.
With that, well, I don't know the way that tiefling woman's been looking at him. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you. I'm gonna go head over to the board
All right.
dwarfs witches head tavern thing.
All right.
The head of those little.
On your way
people.
out, I want a con save, a wisdom save, and a dexterity check.
God
Oh my
damn.
Oh shit! All right, con save.
All right, you're
Yep.
fine. You don't barf.
Wisdom save. A 9. Oh, shit.
You feel the guilt creep over you.
Dex check.
Oh! So you definitely don't barf. However, ooh,
Oh no.
ooh, baby.
Not 100
130.
for severity.
Yeah, Greg gets
I
kidnapped by
want you to
goblins.
roll a religion check with disadvantage.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Christ.
Who's
This is
angry
getting
at you?
so
Who is
hot.
angry at you?
A 4.
Ooh.
Oh
How
my
is that
God.
not one of your
Are the gods not happy? Oh no, I have a +2 to that.
Jesus. So we're gonna come back to you. You,
Oh shit.
God.
you
Oh
tripped
no!
and fell, and now something is gonna happen.
He
He
angered
died.
Bahamut in his
Man,
his
and I was
blood.
about to go slap that tiefling woman's ass too.
Oh.
No,
Can
we'll
I
come
give
back
him-
to you. Don't worry.
Can I give him my power so he gets back up?
No.
I
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
wanted him to get to the dwarven head tavern.
No, he's not in there yet. He
Hands
just
everybody.
tripped outside. He's near the town square.
He's about to have a religious experience. Okay.
Back to the door's head.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wow, in the
Oh dear,
bath.
you're enjoying your bath.
I'm using soap in the first time entire month.
Is this what it's like to be clean?
Jesus H. Christ.
This
Just
is
like
made of
he's
animal fat.
constantly-
Oh, that sounds awesome. Bite.
This is made out of fat? Awesome.
Tastes
Not
nasty.
bad.
Ugh.
You two at the bar, you get your food served to you. Simple but nice. It's well made. Some deer's meat,
Not bad.
and you may conversate.
Evan's gonna place an order for a couple drinks.
Ovas is wiping a tankard in front of you, and puts it down. Will it be one for you, both for you, or one for you and the lass?
He just like looks at Anna. You want some?
No, I'm good. I'm not a drinker. You
Okay.
Are
can
you
tell
sure,
from last
lass?
time. Are you? Yeah, I'm sure. From the last time I drank,
I
which
have
was
some
yesterday,
fine wine
right
that's
there.
a bit sweeter rather than stronger. For someone of your light.
Delicate sensibilities.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that coming out of that
Yeah,
dwarf's
I understand. I'm a lightweight. If it's not that strong, then I'll take it.
That's fine. I have something for all drinkers. Do not worry. And he pour. Do you want ale, Eamon?
He's wanting something a bit stronger than ale.
Ooh. How does a fine dwarven wine sound for you? That's strong
That
enough
sound-
for you?
That sounds fairly good.
That way you can have it with your meal. And he switches out the tankard for 2 wine glasses and grabs 2 different bottles. Eamon, yours is a dark red wine, whereas Anna, yours is a white wine.
Nice.
Careful with that white wine. I hear it fucks people up.
Their tiefling senses connect them.
No, please. I don't want to be connected.
It messes with our spine.
Okay.
How much would that be?
Eamon's paying for it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be.
I can't have him pay for everything.
That's yes, you can.
Oh. It's gonna be a gold and 2 silver pieces total for the wine.
He hands him 2 gold.
Oh, you tip so well, sir. It's unnecessary.
Uh,
You especially get
okay.
Ellie's hopes high when you guys come in here. Just don't disappoint the last when you
I mean, I
when you
intend
don't
to keep
if you
tipping.
don't tip her. And
Who wouldn't
he-
tip?
I'm sorry.
Who
Depending on
wouldn't
your rat's drunkenness, she'll get all kinds of tip.
Oh,
He actually like says.
I respond with
there are
Eamon's
many
qu-
people out there that wouldn't tip, especially if they don't like the bartender. And he actually takes out 5 silver and hands it back to you. I don't need that much of a tip. Here you go, lad.
If you're sure.
I'm absolutely sure. Just don't disappoint
Wait.
the lass, or it'll be the ending.
Real quick,
What's up?
where's Artemis?
Oh, he was on your shoulder last.
I imagine when we get back to town, he ran home.
Yeah, he probably. he immediately ran home
Yeah.
when.
I
He's
wouldn't
got a
mind
whole.
having
He's
him
got
in.
a whole 3 pounds of oranges to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna work at it.
He's got to go
Alright.
be lazy. Okay.
Alright.
Back to you guys.
Well, you certainly handled yourself well today.
I did.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. I was a goat, so
Yeah.
my memory might be a little fuzzy, but I distinctly remember you saving a lot of their asses.
I distinctly remember you saving mine.
It was just an ogre.
Just an ogre. Ooh, look at Mr. Big Man.
Please tell me they're saying this right in front of the bartender.
Oh yeah, the bartender's just listening. He's just wiping away at another tankard.
I mean, I did kill him as a goat, so he wasn't that big.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if a goat can kill that ogre, I'm pretty sure a rat could have scared him off.
Right?
Yeah.
He's gonna take another drink.
I'm gonna start sipping my wine.
Can Odir start
Yours
singing
is sweet,
in the
Anna.
bath?
Like really sweet. Like, damn, what berries did they use to make this shit? And Gray or Eamon, your wine is strong. Like, holy crap.
Good. More drink.
Can Odir start singing in the bath and
Yeah,
Like
if you want to
where-
come downstairs now, you can.
okay, Odir's just gonna step out, just just with a normal loincloth and shirts and pants and stuff.
Okay, I was
Oh,
about to
God.
say,
I was
whoa,
wondering-
just
A
loincloth?
loincloth is essentially underwear.
No, Odir has not been drinking that much yet. He's still himself.
The drunker he is,
Okay, there
unless
it
he
is.
wears.
He's just going go up to the bar beside Eamon and
Was it
Anne
good?
and just sit down and just like, I'll just grab a whiskey.
Okay.
My God, oh dear, you're clean.
I know, I smell fresh.
Breaks his camouflage.
Oh no, you notice that Odir's not wearing his cloak or just that hoodie or anything. He's just wearing just normal clothing. He's just like chill out.
Yeah, that was also part of the mention of you're clean because you're
Yeah.
not in battle
Any-
uniform.
Yeah, he's just chilling right now.
Olvas steps in front of you and says, "All right, lad. I can give you one more shot, but this is my private stash. You stop drinking my private stash, you understand? Don't ask for it. Especially
But
in
it's
front
so
of others.
good.
In front of others,
It's so-
others will figure out that I have it and then order it, and then I won't have any more private stash. Do you understand, lad?"
Very well, very well. And I
He-
just give him a nod.
He pulls out like a Scotch glass size, like a tumbler, and he pours out like a good like 2 shots worth for you. That'll be 2 gold, lad.
I'll throw him 3 gold.
You adventurers and your tips. And he grumbles away and walks away. And he actually walks away fully this time.
I
What's
think
up with him?
I
asked
think
him.
we're making friends, oh dear.
Some people are good at some things, others at other things. Either way, I'm going to enjoy this. And I just
Very
start
true.
sipping it very.
I think our over tipping is upsetting him a little.
I'm sure he'll get over it
Hmm.
when he counts the money. But seriously, am I over tipping?
No, you're fine. He's kind of messing with you a little bit. He's kind of like trying to protect Ellie from being disappointed.
No. Eamon's like seriously asking him, "Am I tipping too much?"
Oh, he walked away.
Yeah, he's gone now.
No,
It's like,
he's asking Anna and
Oh.
Odir.
Oh, okay.
I'd say just a tad, a little bit.
I'm
Not
gonna
too
be
much.
honest.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just try not to
yeah.
way
You shouldn't
overdo
push
it.
it too much, but
I'm gonna be honest with you too. I'm not exactly used to using money.
yeah, me neither. For me, it was more or less just fend in the wilds and
I'm used
supply
to
my family and
I'm used
the
to a
rest of them.
barracks. If you needed something, you put in a request, and if they deemed it fine, you got the thing. I'm not used to this.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I think I understand being in the same boat, just fending for yourself and supplying for your rest of the people. You got to contribute to your tribe, putting the work in.
Something like that, yes.
Yes.
Sips quietly.
Yeah, I take one sip and just like, yeah, it was always a good time until, well, shit went down. And he just puts his drink back down, just like, Says nothing
God, we're
else.
all dying here.
Yeah, I know a lot of coughing started happening.
Yep. And Odir just sits silent for like a moment, pondering memories.
Pondering memory.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
He takes another like long drink of the first glass. He's gonna finish that off and gonna pour another.
Like he asked for another.
Yeah.
All right. The Ovas kind of like looks over it with a cocked eyebrow and says, "That quickly, lad."
Did I mention it was a long day?
Fair, and then
Like longer than I am tall.
and you are tall, lad. And he kind of like reaches under and pours you another glass.
I
I'll
always
start
just...
a tab for you, is what I'll do.
Thank you.
Easier,
Yeah.
easier done.
Can you do that with me too, bud?
He kind of looks at you and says, "As long as you paid at the end of the night." He's
That's
a little
no problem.
suspicious of you.
I always keep my word.
I give Odir a small, tap on the shoulder, seeing how he's all like, because I think this is like one of the first serious moments that Odir has had.
Yeah, actually.
Like the first like almost depressing moment he's had.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be like, what went on?
My parents died in an alley.
Well,
Damn it!
No. Stop it.
We were coming home from an opera.
No parents.
oh my god.
The pearls they broke.
All right.
Well, one day I was coming back from a hunt. Got a couple nice prizes. Thanked the goddess for a couple prayers, and then once I got home, everything seemed fine. Till the forest seemed to start turning more gray, and the smell of ash in the air. Next thing I know, my mom's telling me to run. And run. And all I can hear is a roar, more roars, and fire, encasing the entire forest. I don't know what exactly I saw, but if I have to bet money, it had to be a dragon or something.
Eamon's going to almost choke on his drink.
Had to be a drug.
Nothing that big, nor that roar.
Um,
It just,
Dragon.
yeah. I don't recall exactly what it was, but
Where was
what
this?
kind it was. Where would my village have been? Jay?
That would have been a red or a gold, friend.
North east of here.
Northeast of here.
It was
Oh,
just outside of Malorn Forest and
yep,
outside of
yep.
the Wildlands as well.
Yeah, out there. I don't recall. All I remember is a vicious, fiery breath consuming everything. My mother protected me with a bit of magic. But other than that, I just remember waking up in a field of ash.
It's been a long time since dragons have been sighted. They were not like that originally, Not mostly.
That's what the stories my mom told me, but still. I
Oh,
thought it was
boy.
weird myself, but that's why I took the teachings of trying to hunt them down. I can understand everything about them.
I could help you with that, actually.
I would have thought so. And Odir will just smile at Eamon, and his shoulders will just drop a bit, like de-stressing a bit.
Is Ovas still there?
Ovas.
Or did he go?
Elvas. Oh, let me see real
I'd say
quick.
he's like down the bar table, just
Yeah, he walked away.
Okay. I don't use oil to breathe fire. By the way.
I already guessed that, seeing that I don't see you putting fire in anywhere
My whole
near your
world
mouth
is
or
turned upside
anything.
down.
I'm guessing it's either some magical means or you have two glands, each creating some form of napalm.
Wow, dear, your scientific knowledge is impressive.
The elders taught me a lot. Biology was my main course.
I have a
PhD.
major in biology,
He's got a PhD. Holy
I've got
shit.
a PhD in
and
dragon
he's
biology.
the dumbest one of the
He's
group.
doctor. He's
To be
Doctor
fair,
O'Dear.
I'm not wise. I'm smart, but not wise.
Fair enough.
I'm from a place where, let's just say, dragons are a big part of the society.
Cough, cough.
Like, really big part of it.
Would you be able to help me track this one dragon down? If we can identify it some way.
I'd imagine so. I'd rather not have a dragon's blood on my hands, but
It doesn't have to be on your hands. Better mine.
if it is doing what you say, I don't suppose there's any help for it.
There will
He
be
looks
no
like he looks really sad about that.
I don't mean to upset you, nor your lord. I'm just saying what happened.
No. You kind of spend your whole life waiting for one, and then the first one you hear about, and possibly a red no less, is burning and killing everything in a village.
Yeah, I do apologize for bringing this news, but like I said, I don't know if it was this red or this gold one you speak of, but I just remember much fire and screams every night. That's why I choose to meditate, not sleep.
Fair.
And alcohol helps silence the screams too.
It
And
does,
takes us
doesn't
away.
it? It really does.
Dark.
Odir is very young. He doesn't realize proper psychology at the moment.
But he has that PhD in biology, apparently.
Yep.
Okay. Is Anna going to chime in?
Yeah, and what
You
are
know,
you thinking about
it's
this?
really hard for Anna to relate to these guys because they're like, "Oh, I witnessed death and whatnot." I was literally just chased out of the country, and then
relay that?
know,
Are you
ended up
actually saying that to
living-
them? You could say that to them.
Yeah, that works. in
Yeah, I
character.
won't put it like that. I'll say, I'll just be like, I wish I could be more like, I wish I could relate
bar.
just as much as you guys. The
So
worst
I
thing that
wish I was
happened to me was I was chased out of the country I was born in. My mother being a demon and my father being an intellectual over a warrior.
Goddamn.
First
How-
10 years of my life, constant running, checking my back, avoiding the followers of Shantia left and right. And
As a
then
child.
eventually, yeah.
You
I know
survived
the
out in the
feeling.
wilderness.
Sorry?
You survived out in the wilderness.
I was not alone. I was with my parents.
Ah. Still,
And
that's
we found Bylum. We found a nice village. I studied what I could.
Real quick. That's where your order's from, amen.
the.
What?
You're from where?
What?
Shanti is where your order is from.
No.
No,
Bylum.
Bylum.
Oh, Bylum, my bad.
Yeah.
What was the village name?
Insert village name here.
Was it, what? Did I not get a village name?
Hey,
did you
Just
not?
add a character. I can give you
I don't
one.
know.
Jay, I've got one.
You got one? Do you need
Stonesport.
one, Anna? We haven't really decided. I know you stayed in the capital for a while.
Like,
Yeah, if
I've
there's a
got one I
capital
was gonna
city,
use.
I'll say that then.
Do you want to say that you were just in the capital?
I guess.
Okay, then it's
Okay.
Bylutia, something like that. One of the two. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Bylum.
yeah. I think you did give me Luda?
Yeah. Just don't
I-
remember.
I've actually been there quite a lot.
Yeah, it is by Luda.
Not the capital per se, but the area around there.
Country of Bailu.
To think
Uh,
we might have run into each other.
Yeah, I would have been a lot younger.
Oh, I didn't start traveling until I was older.
I believe I got there when I was only 10 years old. Stayed there for a couple years. Studied at the library. Unfortunately, there was that large burned section or whatever. Ugh, I keep forgetting what it is.
What now?
You told me that there was like a thing of knowledge that was all destroyed. I read about
Oh,
that
the
or
library.
something. Yeah. Was it that I read about the library and
Yeah, you read about the library. It was
Oh, yeah.
actually Darissa's library,
yeah.
and I can spell that for you guys. Cause
No, I've got it. Just copy paste.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's in my lore.
Just sweet, sweet lore.
Oh my god, lore.
All the lore.
Episode of lore.
Yeah, I know,
Pretty
right?
much. The second half, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any other questions, this is the time to ask, since Ire and them are not here. And he just drinks more of the wine.
OJ
Yeah,
will
Grad
drink as
storms
well.
in. How big's your Johnson?
No.
Aemon asks, have I
Well,
had
no,
a
no,
short
no, no.
rest?
Oh, well,
What?
Yes. Fireball.
I'm confused. What?
Yeah,
okay.
no.
This is actually the
Let me
perfect time.
Oh god.
This is actually the perfect time to transition back over to Mr. Yagrat, who's
Wait, before we transition, I was like, I think I'll go for that bath now, and then stand up and go.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, are you going together?
That's his choice.
Hey,
Aemon's just like,
I'm going regardless.
Aemon's finished his meal. He's like, yeah, why not?
hey. Okay.
You keep imagining as if something's gonna happen.
I want something to happen. I'm
doubt-
sorry. My fanfic mode is on.
Smash.
Fucking
I got blue.
I got
Valporeon
myself
told
behind him.
Yagrat to kiss Ron. That was like instant fanfic mode right there.
Can OJ stealth behind him?
Come on, Yager, wake up,
What
man.
the hell is this descending into?
Okay, alright, okay. So, for this part, Wolfgang, meet me in private
Yeah.
conversation.
Very well.
Oh, it's a secret! Alright, buddy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna stop the recording,